video, we're going to be talking about the new market update for August of 2020. Hi guys, this is Brandie with the Mathison-Klein group at Keller Williams Realty, local realtor here in Florida. And I wanted to just take a quick minute to give you guys an update on what's going on with the market. We've got so many things that are taking place, and I am getting asked all the time, what's going on with the market right now? So wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of what that's looking like. There really is so many things to go over. And I know that I've said this before, but we really have never seen quite a market like this because there's a lot of different dynamics that go into play. So on one hand, we see homes that are, literally what I would say flying off the shelf, right? We can't keep the houses that are on the market for sale because they're selling within a matter of days. And then on the flip side of it, we've got the other things that are taking place in the world right now. So we still have a lot of people that are unemployed. They are they're furloughed from their jobs, so they're waiting for their jobs to come back. We've also got people that have not been able to make their mortgage payment, and in some cases not be able to make their rent payment. So there's a lot of different dynamics that are going into this. Then you throw in on top of that that we're in a election year. We're coming up on the elections. So there's a lot of people, just an election year in itself can sometimes cause people to pause and figure out, what is it that we want to do. Then we've got interest rates that are still at historical lows. So there's just so many different dynamics to look at. But let's go ahead and look at the facts of what is taking place right now in the market, because that's going to give you guys a good idea of, what is actually taking place as we speak. So the numbers that I'm going to be going over are the latest numbers that came in from July, and that gives us an indication of where we're at. So the biggest thing that I want to get across to you guys is that we are in an extremely hot market right now. Currently right now, our number of months of inventory that we have is 2 months. So last month in July, we were at a 2.6 month supply of inventory. This time last year, we were at almost a 3-month supply of inventory. So as I say, if no more homes come on the market in this area, that means that within 2 months, within 60 days, basically we won't have any more houses to sell. So there's a very big housing shortage that's taking place right now. So if you're a buyer that's in the market looking to buy a home, you have to understand that going in with a really strong offer is going to be very important for you. And also really thinking about putting in maybe an escalatory clause addendum. There's a lot of different things that you can do that can help make your offer a very strong offer, even if you are in a multiple offer situation. And don't let that multiple offer situation scare you. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at as far as month supply of inventory. Now, as far as the number of new listings that came on the market, we are up 7% from last month as far as new homes that came on the market, and we're up only 2% from this time last year. So that's for the number of new listings that came on the market. The number of pending home sales, so the number of homes that went under contract compared to last month, it went down by 3%. And compared to July of last year, we're up 14%. So that's quite a significant increase. I think once again, that's predicated based off of the pent up demand. So there was not a lot of activity that was taking place whenever we were in the lockdown. Now there's a lot of pent up demand that we're seeing that's taking place. The number of closed units that took place is up 15% from last month, and then we are up 9% from July of 2019. So once again, those are all excellent numbers that we're seeing. And then the active days on market. So that is how long a home sits on the market before somebody actually purchases it and it goes under contract. So for last month, we were looking at 57 days for the average days on market. This is for the whole MLS. This is not the Mathison-Klein group stats. So that is up 2% from last month, and it's up 4% from this time last year. And so the average sale to list price also went up. So it went up 3% from last month. Can you imagine that? A 3% increase in a 30-day period of time that's unheard of. And 13% increase in market value from this time last year. So, I mean, it's crazy, right? A lot of times we get people that are asking like, okay, what do I do in a situation like this? I'm thinking about selling, but I don't know where I want to go to. There's also a lot of people that maybe have been furloughed. Maybe they've had to file for a mortgage forbearance. And so these are all things that you need to take into consideration if you are considering a move in today's market. If you're considering selling right now, I would highly, highly recommend it because market values are at an all-time high right now. And so that's going to be able to benefit you very, very strongly. And you should, if you price it right, you should expect a fairly quick sale. So that's a good thing. So you'll be able to maximize the equity that you have in your home. And then if you're looking to then turn around and purchase something, once again, interest rates have stayed very, very low. I don't know, they're anticipating that to stay the case through to the end of the year. I would anticipate that, you know, with the pandemic and with the elections and all of that kind of stuff that's taking place, that they're going to continue to keep those interest rates low. They might still be fluctuating, but we're still seeing 60-year historical lows on interest rates, which gives you a lot of buying power if you're in a buyer's position. Now, if you filed for mortgage forbearance, then you need to double check with your lender to make sure that you can actually qualify to purchase another home, because I believe you need to be current with your mortgage payment in order for you to qualify for another loan. So that's going to be a one-on-one, case-by-case situation depending on your lender, all of those different things, and that's something that we can help you guys identify and figure out before we move on to the next step. So the downfall of this is, you know, obviously we don't have a crystal ball to be able to tell what's going to be taking place in the future. According to news reports, about 32% of the American people did not make their housing payments in the month of July. And so that could be a predicative factor that, you know, we could be seeing things change. If people aren't making their payments, that might mean that they need to sell their home, which then would mean that inventory would be coming up. There would be more homes to choose from. There might be a little bit of instability in regards to buyer confidence, I guess you could say, in feeling confident that it's a good time to buy. So just know that right now, as we speak, as this video is being recorded, that the market is very, very good. And if you are considering selling, if you're considering buying, it is the perfect storm for you. So I hope that this information is helpful. If you've got specific questions, please feel free to reach out to us, give us a call, and also please subscribe. Subscribe to our page. It would mean so much to us. So thanks so much, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. Take care.